So agenda of the session is will be understanding a major concept related to Angular. Okay, so we have a concept called as a service. What do you mean by service? Okay, in this session we'll be understanding a service and we'll be also understanding the difference between the service and regular controller. Okay, we have a design pattern called as a dependency injection design pattern. Right, we'll be covering a concept called as a how to create a service, how to consume a service, and how the services are registering in the modules, and also injecting the service to the components wherever you want to consume. Okay, and this also followed by different examples. Let's start understanding what is a service and how it will play an important role in the real time. Generally, if you remember, for every application we'll be having different controllers. What is a controller? A controller, or you can say, sorry, it's a component. A component is a building block of Angular application. With the help of a component, we are going to be having presentation logic, application logic, style, CSS, everything. Now my component, I want to inject something, you'll be having a service. A service is a unit used to serve, okay, which is going to be serving. I can tell you a simple example with what will be called commonly used here. Let's see, there is something called as a what will be called Bhargavi bakery. So this is, there is something called as a Bhargavi bakery. All right, let's see, there is something called as a Sai Chand, something called snack center. Right. Now, actually, what are these? Actually, these are the places where the products are available. I believe you're understanding. These are the places where the products are available. Now, what is my question? Like this, not only these two people, I have many people like this. Example, something called as a Thirumal Foods. Okay, so my question is, all these people, okay, are nothing but a sales people. Sales in the sense, let's say sales related shop. Now my question is, these people also will think that when I'm concentrating about sales, why can't my material to be provided from other place? Example, what about the food items? See here, Bhargav is telling that I'm able to what will be called sell the products. Now my question is, if somebody able to deliver the products to me, it will be very comfortable. In that case, I'm having something called say Kiran factory. Understand what it is? Kiran factory. What do you mean by Kiran factory? In the Kiran factory, what I am doing is I'm going to be preparing the material. Let's say I'm going to be preparing biscuits, chocolates, etc. In my factory, what do we have? Something called say biscuits, let's say chocolates, something else like pizza, whatever it will be. So the question is, if I have do this one, now what is my question is, what is a service? This service can be injected here. This service can be injected here. Now the service can be injected. What is the advantage of now Bhargavi bakery, she need not to what will be called prepare items. She is going to be getting the service from the Kiran factory. Sai Chand is getting the service from the Kiran factory. Thirumal is getting the service from the Kiran factory. Now the advantage is Bhargavi can sell the products of biscuits, chocolates, pizza, which is not available from her. In the same way, these people can be done. So this is the advantage of a service. Now you can understand that this is a service. All right, and he is going to be consuming service. Okay, dependency injecting service. Inject what will be called service. So what I'll do is I'll create a service and I'll make my service will be available. Now you can understand that service will be available in Bhargavi, service will be available, and let's say if I add a product, automatically the product, let's say today I have biscuits, chocolate, pizza, right? Let's say I started giving pasta. Now pasta is available here, pasta is available here, pasta is available. This is what exactly called as a service. Service is a unit used to serve. If you are able to see this, this is a unit which can be served. Now my service is ready. I am going to be serving the service. This is a service. All right. Service is a unit used to serve, which is used to provide a communication between two different components and services. I can provide the communication from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. This is the advantage of a service. Main purpose of the service is message passing. So I can pass a message from here to here, here to here. It's a general overall experience example, and this is original. This is happening. So what are the advantages of services? There are two advantages of a service. One is injectable. What do you mean by injectable? This service I can inject into a component. This service can be injected into another component. This is the first advantage. And services are singleton. Singleton in the sense only one object will be there. Same resources will be consumed by everyone. This is what exactly the advantage. Now let's say there are three components. You can call the three components like Bhargavi Bakery, Sai Chand Center, and Trimal Foods. Now these three components can consume my service. Now the product which is available from me can be consumed by any number of components. This is the advantage. A module can have any number of components. A service contains business logic associated to different requirement, which can be injected it into one or more components. This is the main advantage related to a service. Once I create a service, this service can be injected to any components. This is what exactly possible. Now coming to the second advantage, a project can have any number of services, not only one. Let's see, I have this one, right? Let someone else are going to be coming. However, we have this one, this is a service, right? Let's see, one new service is going to be coming. However, Kiran factory, let's say something called as a Manasa factory. So let's say Manasa factory. Let's say she's also started preparing some items. Let's say she's preparing something called as a fries. Okay, she's also preparing something called as sweets. Now here you can understand that this is another factory. Now here the advantage is this factory, even this one also can be injected. Now this is also what exactly possible. Now what happens till now, what will be called, these people are able to sell only what will be called these products, right? Now Bhargavi is consuming two services. So Bhargavi can sell the products like this one, biscuit, chocolate, pasta, as well as fries and sweets also. If I do the same thing, it can be done. This is what exactly the second advantage. A module can have any number of services, and these services can be injected, right? So generally a model can have multiple services. Service can be consumed by component. Even a service can be consumed by another service also. This is. So third one, services can be communicated. Let's say I can simply say the Kiran factory and the Manasa factory is there. Now I'm telling you that we can even also share our resources. So this is also possible. See how beautiful it is. I can also possible. Now you can understand that Kiran factory, I can share my products to Manasa factory. Manasa can share my products. This is what exactly possible using services. This is what exactly possible. All right, what are the principles of services? Services follows two main principles here. Single responsible principle, so that indicates will do only one work. If it's a factor related to food items, I'll do only the food items, such kind of things. Don't repeat yourself. So the advantage is nobody here, they need not to prepare separately, they need not to prepare. That is possible. So advantages, implement business logic, okay, external interactions, access to share the data. This is what exactly the advantage related to services. In Angular, a service is a unit of code which can be available across all components in the same module. In real time, services generally containing the business logic which can be imported to the components. How services are available in real time? See guys, Angular JS services are available like this. Generally, your data will be available in the database. Using ASP or Node or something, we are going to be exposing web service. So the database is available to outside using web service. We saw how to create web service using web API, right? Like this, it's going to be happening. Now the display will be available in the screen. So how this database is accessible in the screen will create a service. Now what happened? Our component will go to the service will consume this, then it will be presented in the screen. Now we are going to be presenting the data available in the database in our screen using the services. This is how your real-time typical Angular web applications are going to be working. Typical Angular web applications are going to be working in this kind. Now coming here, what is the difference between the regular component and a service? We already discussed the components, right? Now, if you ask a question, what is the difference between service and a component? Very simple. Services are static. You, if you remember, services are static. This is a static. All right. Whereas components are dynamic. This is 100% unique. He can do anything, but he can do only supply. All right. Now, services are singleton. You can say that only one object can be created. Components are can be initiated every time. Services will be having injectable decorator, whereas component is having component decorator. Right. If you want to create a component, we wrote something called as a ngg component, my component. Service ngg service, my service. Like this, you'll be using. Then coming to the next one, how can I inject this? See, injecting in the sense, what do you mean by injecting? Injecting, I can inject the code into some other place, that is called as a dependency injection. Injecting facility is used to inject an object to another object. If you want to inject anything to another object, then you will be using injection. Let's have a simple information about injecting. See, let's say what is injecting. See guys, I have engine for a car. I have tires. There is a separate thing. Engine and tires are there. What an engine will do, engine is having engine related functionality. Tires are having tires related things. Now, without dependency injection, if you say like this, it is right. I'm declaring the engine object, I'm declaring the tires object, and I'm going to be putting this. This is without dependency injection. Now, it's a car, that's it. It's a car having some what will be called two facilities. But dependency injection in the sense you'll be writing like this. Now I have a car, right? So I have car without dependency. With the dependency injection, I'll be writing like this. Constructor, engine and tires. Now you have a car containing constructor which containing engine and tires. So this is called as a dependency injection. So what is the advantage of dependency injection is your things will be injected in the sense my car is going to be having the functionality directly, but here it is not like this, it's a variable. This is injection, right? So with di, without dependency injection. All right, let's start with a very basic example and it will be very comfortable for you. I have, okay, a normal example with me. I have a normal example with me. Okay, so what is my example? When I create a project, I will be able to see something called as a app module, and I have something called as a app controller. Nothing else I'll have. I don't have anything except this app controller and app module. Right, this is my very basic example. Right, I have very basic example. Now let's see, save this example. Something failed. Why it is failed? Main.ts is failed. Huh? Why? One is a very basic example. App component HTML. Let's say I'll have title. So title. So Angular application. This is my example. So go to my screen and see the output. You will be able to see that Angular application is working. Angular application is working fine. Now, how to create a service? We are going to be learning 2 to 3 different services here. First of all, how simple it is. Just click on the plus symbol. You will be allowed to create using commands. ng Angular, g generate, yes service. ng in the sense Angular, g in the sense generate, yes in the sense service. What service you want to create? I want to create a hello service. See, hello is a service. Now this is what exactly I'm going to be creating. So what I'm going to be creating? Hello service. So two things are created. What I'm going to be doing, I'll tell you a simple example, guys. Let me erase everything. So here I have something called as a hello service. This is what I will be doing. And this service is having say hello method. Now hello service is available. This is a service. Now I have a component. What components I have? Something called as a, I have something called as a component one, right? I have something called as a another component. However, I have a component one. I'm also having something called as a component two. Now here, what is my question? You know, since it is a service, right? I will inject this service into this, and I will also inject this service into this. Now here the advantage is this component, that is 1a and 1b. Okay, now these components are available with hello service. Now this logic is available here and available here. This is the concept of the service. Now here what happened, you can understand that I have created a service. This is what is a service, this is the service. All right, and what we are doing, we are injecting this one using a facility called say DI, dependency injection. This is DI in this is injecting, dependency injecting. Now component 1 and component will have the service. Let's say this is my products. Let's say this is my product sales, products availability. So sales and availability coming from the products. So availability or sales which is having the product information which was injected. Let's say how to create a service we saw. How did we create it? NGGS hello service. You have a hello service. This is your hello service. What is this service we have? I want to have a just a method. Say hello. It's a method. Right. So here I'll be writing return hello from okay services. Just say. So like this here it is giving hello from services. Now make sure that the service is automatically created. Don't do any changes. It is having injectable feature. By using this injectable feature, it can be injected. And one more thing you need to remember, this was automatically generated when I say nggs hello. This is what exactly service is created. Done. My service is ready. Now going to my component, what I am trying to do is import. I'll be writing something called from. Okay, so I'll simply say hello service. See, you'll be able to see hello service. So it's getting, so let me see dot slash hello service. Yes, now I got a hello service. So this hello service containing what? Hello is a service name, and the file is containing what? Hello service. Let's say hello service. Now that to be provided in the providers hello service. So you can have hello service available in your application. Now this indicates what? I have already created hello service that was imported here, and this was mentioned in the provider. So you are telling that I have hello service. Now what I'll do is I need to have a constructor. How to create a constructor? Constructor. Now I need to inject this. How? I want to have an object. This object is injecting from hello service. See. Now what's going to be happening? That hello service, which hello service? This hello service has been injected with a name called say, oh, this is dependency injection. What it is? The dependency injection. Now this hello service message which is available here, I'll be able to, let's say I'll take message string is equal to empty. I'll have something called this dot message is equal to o dot say hello. Yes, it's 100% working. Now I have messages available. Now this message is I want to display here. I'll simply say message msg. Right. Now run this program. It's already running, I believe. Right. Now click here. Yes. Hello from services. Any questions? So once you create a service, the service is available everywhere. Let's say we'll be discussing the service, how to create a what will be called employee service, right, or product service. Once you create a service, you need not worry about what will be called rewriting the code again and again. Let's say I'll go to the second one. All right. Let's say I'll have this one ng something called say employee service. So I have a service called created that is employee something wrong nggs, right? So you need to specify the blueprint using ngg service. Employee service has been created. This is your employee service. Let's say employee service is available. Let me open this employee service. What are you expecting in the employee service? You can do it. Let's say I want to have a service. First of all, I want to have an employee class. What an employee class contains ID, which I want to have number, ename, string, job, string, and salary integer. I have these things are done. My service I want to have a employee. Now coming here, I'll be writing something called employees. Okay, so this is what will be called new array. So I'll be having this, right? Something wrong. Array. How did we create the array object? Employees, employee array. Right. Right. New employee array. Something wrong. You can take any, right? Right. Can we select this? Yes. Let me try this. So I'll see employees. This dot employees is equal to, I'll have the first one, ID 1001, e-name Kiran, job trainer, salary something called $10,000. So this is my first record. 1 2 3 4 5. All right, now this service I need not to write every time. Just write the service once. It is available across all the things. Let's see. Right, let him call as programmer, developer. Let's see, the salaries are also like this. So I have this one ready. Right, my service is ready. All right, so I have what? My service is ready. Done. Now I'll go to my app component. Okay, I'll say simply app component. However we have, I'll simply say this is something called as a import. I'll simply say from dot slash employee service. Yes, he'll be getting employee service. So employee service. You want to have hello service, you can keep. Okay, so I'll say employee service. Right, now I'll simply say this is object dot employees coming from where? Employee service. Done. Now I'll simply say here employees any of array. Done. Now here I'll simply say this dot employees is equal to employees dot get employees. I think we haven't given any method. Let's say I'll have this is we are going to be exposing, right? So get employees. So I'll simply say get employee list. I'll expose return what this dot employees. Save this. Get employee list. What happened? Function. Right. Something wrong. Why it's giving error? Function get employee list. Right. Is it correct? Say this. All right. Now coming to app component, I'll simply say that employees dot get employee list. Something is 1 second. So let me go to my employees. I already have, right? Let me erase everything here. So this is available in employees, right? I'll go to my app component. This is my app component. I'll simply say, let's take this is an object which is injected. I'll simply say o dot employees. Yes, so it is coming. Now what is the concept? I'll tell you. See guys, I have created an employee service. See, I have created something called as a employee service. Now here in employee service, I have something called as a list of employees ready. What did I have? List of employees. All right. Now what I'll do is I have something called as a app component. Yes. Now in this app component, what I have app component is a class. Now this list I'm injecting here. This is what did I done. This is dependency injection. Now what's going to be happening? Now employees list available in app component. This is what I'm going to be doing. Now here, step one, what did I done? I created the employee service and I added 5 records into it. Now I went to app component. I injected that employee service into this one, and this I added into our employees. Now go to my HTML page. So here I'll simply say h2, okay, list of employees. Now I'll simply say table border is equal to 1, right? Table. Now I'll be writing something called tr/tr. I can simply say star ng for is equal to let e of employees. Now I'll simply say td e dot id. So you are supposed to have this one. Once it is coming, your what will be called this is 100% working. Let's say yes, 100% working. How you want to have others? Now I'll have 1 2 3 4. So I given this one id, sorry, let's say td, right? This is /td only. id given something else, right? 1 2 3 4. So I'll have e dot id, e dot ename, e dot job, and e dot salary. Now go and see. You will be able to see all those things available. Now this is coming from where? List of employees are coming from employees service. You want to have something called tr. You want to have h also? Yes, th. I can see id, right? So I can see th ename, th job, th salary. So check out, you got all the things. Now you will be able to say, check out the spellings tr, tr, th, something wrong. Why? Why it's not working? So this is now which component it is? It is app component. Here in message, here I'll specify in app component, I'll specify something called as a message is equal to hello from app component. We are from which place? App component, right? So here I'll specify message. So you can understand that you will be getting hello from app component, and list of employees we carried from which one? Employee service. All right, employee service. Now for example, you want to have some products. Yes, same thing I'll do it here. Let me go to my product, ng g yes product. So product service is going to be also ready. So what do you mean by product? Let's say employee want to buy some products, company selling some products. Here are the products which I have. How simple it is? I'll go to the product service, right? What are the products you want to have? I'll simply say what do you want to do? So class product. So what product you want to give? For example, these are the products I have: id, number, product, string, and price, number. This is I have. And coming here, I'll have this one in constructor. This say I'll say products. I'll simply say any. All right. So I'll have any, and in this constructor I'll say this dot products is equal to the first product. What is the first product? id 1. Product, what product? iPhone, let's say 6s, right? Price something called $500, like this. I'll have 1 2 something wrong, price. Only 2 products I have, right? Let's say this is something called as a second product. This is something called as a Galaxy 8 plus, right? So $400, $600, something done. My products also ready. Now coming to my app component, I want to have the products. So however I did it, same thing I'll do it. First of all, import, I'll say from, I'll say /product service. It's absolutely working fine. product service. Here I'll simply say, however I have providers, I'll simply say employee service followed by product service. Now I am going to be injecting together. This is O, right? Employees. Let me call this is E. Product service P. Done. Absolutely working. So this is employees list. I want to have a products, right? So products, these are also any. Right. Now I'll simply say here this dot products is equal to P dot products. Right, working fine. 100% both are available. Now coming to my HTML page, here I have this one, right? I'll also have H2 list of products. H2. Now you can understand that same example. Table border is equal to 1. So table. I'll simply say tr star ng for is equal to let p of products. Right. So I'll simply say td. I have p dot id slash td. Suppose you are supposed to have the products are also. Yes, products are also available. However, I have id. I have something called say product and price. Product and price. Right. So here I'll simply say tr td. You have id td. You have a product td. You have something called as a price. Here the advantage of this one is you will be getting the list of products. See, list of employees are coming from employee service, list of products are coming from product service. Now this example, what happens, I have this one and also I have something called as a product service also. What did I have? I have something called as a product service. This is a service. Okay, so what did I have? List of products available in my product service. Now using this facility, what did I done? I injected my products to my what will be called app component. So this is happened. Any questions? Now app component able to see the list of the products and app component able to see the list of employees. This is called as injecting service. You people import what will be called you cannot import, right? Tomorrow we'll see, we'll import the same information from the database. I'll importing same information from the database into our session.